Alright, so this is calculus and it's lesson number 1. So for calculus syllabus D, you need to know how to differentiate. You also need to know how to integrate. So under differentiation, this is the symbol we mostly use. I know most of you ask questions that how am I supposed to know that I'm supposed to integrate or I'm supposed to differentiate. So this dy dx, it's under differentiation, and this integral sign that you're able to see, it's under integration. Okay, so let's do this part so that you see. Let's say you've been given an equation y is equal to x power n plus a c, which is this one. Okay, and they say differentiate. Please note that this part right here, okay, this is a constant. A constant is a number without a letter. It may be 1, 2, 4, any number. C stands for constant, while x is a variable and y is the variable. So to differentiate this, if this is an equation, we're going to say dy dx, okay, is equal to nx power n minus 1. Okay, so what have I just done here? Let me break it down for you. What you need to do, you look at the power, okay, the exponent. Let me show you here. You look at an exponent here. This is an exponent which is right here. So the exponent that we have, it's n. This is an exponent. So get this exponent multiplied by the number which is in front. So there's a 1 here. 1 times n. It's the n which we have right here. You write the x, and then to the power here, the exponent, you subtract a 1. So it's like this, minus 1. Okay? Hopefully you're able to see. So this is n. So you can see right here, it's n minus 1. For the constant, any number without a letter, it's a 0. So just ignore it. So this is what I did right over here. If you're able to see, this is step 1 and step 2, you're done. Let's check out now this. This is the answer that we have. So for this one, you can say y is equal to 1 over 3x power 3 minus 5 x power 2 minus 2x. Okay, so we're going to say dy dx is equal to, when you multiply this power 3 by the number which is in front here, it will be 3 over a 3x, and then you say 3 minus 1, this power minus 1. Here it will be minus 10x 2 minus 1. You see, when we say 2 times negative 5, it will give us a negative 10. You subtract a 1 from the power. For this one, it will just be a 2. So now look at what has happened. Here, there is a power 1. So you subtract a 1 when differentiating, it will look like this. I want you to see what is happening right over here. So I just want to explain at this part. So we've got negative 2x, it's negative 2x, okay? So now how did this negative 2x turn into just negative 2? So when finding the derivative of this, you're going to say negative 2x, there's a power 1 here. So 1 times negative 2, this will be a negative 2x power 1 minus 1. So this will be negative 2, and then here it will be times x, or should I say just x. This is x right here, x power 0, because 1 minus 1 is a 0. Of course, we know that this will be a negative 2 times a 1. We know that x power 0 will give us a 1. So negative 2 times 1, it will just give us a negative 2, which is this right here. This is how I came up with a negative 2. So you clean up you clean up the work. So this will of course be, it will be dy dx is equal to x, 3 into 3, it's a 1, we shall remain with x, power 2, that is 3 minus 1, give us a 2, minus 10 x, because 2 minus 1 will give us a power 1, and then minus 2. So this is our answer. Okay, let's check out the next one, which is this one. So we've got y is equal to 2x power 3 minus 4 over x power 2. So they're saying find dy dx. That's the derivative. So what we're going to do on this one is to make sure that we write these in a straight line. When you've got a variable, you see, this is a variable, a denominator. Use the laws of indices and take it up. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So every term must be maintained, minus, here it will be 4x power negative 2. The laws of indices, this is the denominator, x power 2. And when it goes on top, the power, the sign of the power will change. It will be power negative 2. So we can say dy now dx is equal to 6x power 2 plus 8x power negative 3. So look at this. Let's break it down. So here, what has happened? Let me take it this way. What has happened here? We just said y. Should I say dy? I want you to see very careful. dy dx. dy dx is equal to, that's a 2 times 3x power 3 minus 1. And then here it will be negative 4 times negative 2 x power negative 2 minus 1. You see, this times this is what we have right here, which is equal to 6x power 2 plus 8x power minus 3, of which our final answer, we can write it like this, 8 over x power 3. The laws of indices. So this x, since it has got a negative power, it will go down so that it can have a positive power. So it's the same even right here. It's the same right here. 6x power 2 plus 8 over x power 3. So that's it. Let's go to the next one. So the next one right here, the same procedure, just follow the same procedure. You multiply this power by the number in front, which is here, you subtract a 1, so it will be like this. Even here, negative 3 times 2, it will give us a negative 6. You subtract, just like that, you get this answer. Let's check out this one. Even this one, you do the same steps, you get that answer. The last one, let me just talk about the last one here. You just check, okay? You make sure that this denominator, you write it like this. Since it's a letter, you write it like this so that you can have a power negative power right here, and then follow the steps, you get your answer to be equal to this. And then a 3 is a constant, so this 3, the derivative of this 3 will just be equal to a 0, since it's a number without a letter. So that's it. Thank you. Hopefully you've gotten one or two things out of this.